This is for money, like I did. We're not playing for money, it's illegal in the state of Georgia. You can do whatever you want, but my money's on the table, we're not playing for money. He gets all antsy and starts like talking trash. I actually ran the table except for the 8 ball.
One day, so while it is true the railroads built this country, it must never be forgotten. And it was people who built the railroad. It is peculiar to consider that during the golden age of steam locomotives, popular songs were made commemorating railroad disasters. Had any of the composers been witness to a real train wreck, perhaps they might have chosen something else to write about. The Lackawanna Railroad had one of the finest safety records in the country. On June 15, 1925, in Rockport, New Jersey.
Attention visitors. In 10 minutes, the 11:30 short train ride will be departing from track lane 12. If you have your tickets for this train ride, please make your way to track lane 12. To get to track lane 12, simply enter the roundhouse area, look up and look for number 12. Once again, this is your 10-minute call for the 11:30 train ride. If you have your tickets for this ride, make your way to track lane 12.
Blasted itself a quarter mile.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
This is the steel pressure gauge. If it falls too low, you're under the fire. Then you find yourself stuck out in the appetite of the firebox.
Together we control how efficiently we use our supply of coal and water, as well as making good time in keeping ourselves and the passengers safe.
Oh. What? I will.
For the bridge. Yes, I see the sign, Steamtown.
In a quarter mile, the destination is on your right, Steamtown National Historic Site.
We're going in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Wanted to make sure that
Yeah, I was checking. I mean, you possibly could have gone in there, but the signs keep. Park hours. 9:30 to 5. Brown Museum. Oh, we got plenty of time to go through. 6 hours to
Mhm.
see it all. Ooh, there's one, Charlie.
visitor parking straight ahead.
You know what kind of engine it is?
No.
Okay. I think you go around the loop.
I see him.
See? The 4012. There's the big boy.
The destination is on your right, Steamtown National Historic Site. Arrived.
Oh, we're not parked yet, buddy.
Ooh, we can go up.
Is this a big boy?
Yes.
Whoa! And you can go in it.
Yeah.
You weren't able to get even close.
Oh.
Well, I gotta keep my phone out because the train might be late.
Really? From Thomas and Friends? Yes, the thing is there.
Is Canadian National the kind Mikey liked?
As the Anthracite Railway forged a lifestyle for the entire region, the coal car stood as a symbol of an industry and the people behind it. The Lackawanna engines hauled much more than coal. At first glance, many kinds of freight cars may look alike. In fact, each is designed to fill a need. They have one thing in common: the arrangement of the two sets of wheels, or trucks. Every cargo must be protected from weather, even frost. Livestock needs to stay out of the weather, so we can fresh air, food, and water provided by a stock. Something that's too big for a boxcar.
Ooh. I don't know what that is.
It's the train leaving.
That's a diesel train over here. That one sounds like more like a diesel train. Unless that's the same train. No, unless that's the same train horn.
That's the train we'll be going on, I think. Because it's 11:31. You almost feel it. See it going down?
But that is not that train. It sounds like that train's whistle. It's like a freight train.
It's not a real big train. Look at the shape of this one.
See, that's the steam train whistle. It's different.
Get a cup of chair. Watch. Beware of other people around.
I think it's more like Texas because it was Texas because it goes on.
What number is here? The 4012? So 414 is in Cheyenne when it's not traveling. 405 is in Denver. 418 is Frisco. 417 is Green. Bay. 423 is Omaha.
Are you going to be at the Trolley Museum?
Pardon me?
Are you going to be at the Trolley Museum? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
You wear other people around.
I think it's more like Texas because there was some. Texas because it goes
What number's here? The 4012? Surprised, don't they usually put their hoods up?
Maybe getting ready to go.
Oh.
So it's 1, 2, 3 lights. It's considered an antique historic vehicle. That truck.
Wow.
I think it was that old.
What kind is it?
Chevy pickup truck.
What about the EFI?
Electronic fuel injection.
Oh. Maybe it's a limited edition or
So
something.
there's the back side of this. There's a parking ramp there. And I
Right.
think the other side of that is that marketplace.
Right, I think it's a mall.
Yeah.
So that was probably a food court. And then there's a Boss Cobbs and something. Oh, there's another one.
Maybe they just started it.
Yeah. Wow.
This one, no, next one.
Franklin
At the
Avenue.
light, turn left onto Franklin Avenue.
Yeah, I know. That guy that just stepped in, he's the one we helped out the gift shop. He said, you know, I don't know why I'm so good at working on things. He's always put the he just
The guy shoveling.
shoveled, yeah. And he just, you know, coal dots all over.
They're trying to restore that.
Yeah, well, I'm sticking things in you can take back to show you.
Yes, they're doing it so they can help us.
Yeah, I've seen this quite a bit in other places there, so I'll get a couple bucks and put it in.
Yeah, because we need them to restore this.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is 3D. This is a 3D printed model of this car here that they're going to be possibly restoring if they raise up enough money. Okay then. Inside of the mail car. One mail car of a lot. U.S. Postal Service used over the years. They still use trains to deliver mail. Oh, here it comes. It's pulling in right now. Oh. Oh.
There's our agent, or the these guys, like, they're the ones that bullet. Stop. I'm out of space. Stupid phone. Don't shoot it!
Teacher Sam, is that you? Thomas, you have caused confusion and delay. And I want to look at these here. Like, Mm-hmm.
The car that we're riding in today is 101 years old. It was built in 1925. And this car is still very much in service, obviously, and it's doing pretty well. The Central Railroad of New Jersey that owned these cars had them manufactured pretty well, and so they're still hanging on all these years later. Now, most of these cars could only be found in New Jersey for a time. In the 1970s, after the CNJ got rid of them, most of the cars were in such good shape that a lot of tourist museums, historic outfits around the country and even elsewhere in the world decided to use them for their purposes. And now you can find them as far north as Canada, as far west as California, and as far south as Mexico. Usually for cars that were built to handle New Jersey service. Coming up on the the south side of the cars, you'll be able to see these concrete rings. They are historic here in the Steamtown area. The concrete rings were built starting in 1944 to handle diesel fuel. So as the Lackawanna Railroad was getting ready to get rid of all of its steam locomotives around 1953, they needed a place to store diesel fuel. So what they did is they built these very large concrete rings and put large diesel storage tanks inside of them. Now, if the tanks ever leaked, instead of going into the ground, the diesel could get recollected in these concrete rings. In 1986, the National Park Service came in, and we found that those diesel storage tanks were not doing so well. So to clean up the mess and some of the leaking old diesel fuel, we scrapped those tanks, but left the concrete rings as a reminder of that transition era. Now, the tower that's standing in between those concrete rings is a little bit different. We're going to go past it on our way back to the roundhouse. But the sand tower was used to help steam engines, diesels, have traction. So it's still filled with sand to this day. If you ever have slippery conditions, whether it's from rain, sleet, snow, or ice, you put a little bit of sand in front of your wheels, and usually your engine will be able to grip the tracks again and get your train moving. So all trains, even modern ones today, still use sand. Now in a steam engine, you can usually tell where the sand is stored. It's on the top of the boiler, and it's called a sand dome. And it's usually gravity fed, and basically what it is you let it open up, let a little bit of sand down, and that's all you really do. The tower here was last used in the 1970s with Erie, Lackawanna. And as far as we can tell, it is almost completely full of sand. So it's quite a lot of sand. Coming up on the south side of the cars, you're going to be able to see the historic shop complex here at Steamtown. The shop building right to our south is actually the oldest building on the property. It dates back to 1865. It's still very much active. We use it to fix all of our trains, keep our engines running. Occasionally we do tours inside the building. Now we're about ready to stop at the roundhouse area, just like we started. Once we stop at the roundhouse, 26 here is going to let out a single blast of the whistle, and that'll let you all know it is safe to exit from the rear of the train. But on behalf of Steamtown National Historic Site and myself personally, thank you for listening to me on the tour today, and I hope you enjoyed.
Oh, here it comes. It's pulling in right now. Oh. Oh.
There's our agent, or the details, like, they're the ones that do it. Stop. I'm out of space. Stupid phone. Don't shoot it.
Shoveling coal. Wonder if they parked it. Because wasn't the switch house where we stopped and then backed up to the next place?
It's a heritage unit.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto US 11 South.
I don't know where this is taking us, so do you want me to plug in? And that was the way. Clear right.
So we got nickel plate, engine number 514, pulling out from the yard. Beautiful catch here, going right past 4012. They just pulled one of the diesels out.
Yeah, nickel plate high hood.
Hybrid?
High hood.
Oh, high hood.
You see how
Whoa. Is this the ride?
No, they're backing up till they can turn around, or they go backwards till they get to a certain spot. I don't know.
Friends and Thomas and Friends?
Lackawanna's gateway to New York City, and Buffalo was its gateway west. On the north side, we're facing the University of Scranton. This is a longtime feature of the city of Scranton, one of its historic colleges. This college was founded in 1888 as St. Thomas Aquinas College. It is a Jesuit university. Later changed to the University of Scranton around 1938. Also passing us by on the north side, you can see one of the beautiful Scranton family mansions. I say one of, they were a pretty wealthy family. Makes sense to me because they had a city and a lake and a university named after them. So they were doing pretty well for themselves. Also passing us by on the north side in just a moment, you'll be able to see this, the historic station for the Lackawanna Railroad here in Scranton. This station has seen passenger service for some time. It's been about 56 years at this point, since January of 1970. It's now serving as a hotel, but it's still very much intact. So if anybody wants to visit it, you can see the beautiful Italian marble inside, the Tiffany stained glass ceiling, and murals depicting various scenes. Across the south side, you'll see the very tops of the Scranton iron furnaces. Right behind where that little train station is. The Scranton iron furnaces are largely the reason why the city of Scranton became an industrial center, and it is literally and figuratively where the Scranton family forged their fortune. They came here for iron, and then they eventually got out of business, and got into the mining industry for anthracite coal. Coming up on the south side, you're going to see two things. You're going to see a concrete switching tower. This is owned and preserved by the National Park Service here in Steamtown. That is the Madison Street Tower right there. And then right next to it, behind it, you have the large brick complex. That is the Lackawanna's former shop. That's where they built or maintained or restored all of their steam locomotives for a time between 1909 and 1949. Nowadays, there's a new business in there, or say new, and they've been in there for a while, known as General Dynamics, and they make shell casings for the military. So I guess you could say that business is booming for them. I know, that was a tough joke. As we're going down the hill and continue westward, you can see a nice view into the Scranton Yard, the Steamtown Yard. This railroad yard dates back to 1851, so it is 175 years old this year. Now, it wasn't always served by the same railroad. It was for a long time the Lackawanna Railroad, or Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western. Eventually, they became Erie, Lackawanna in 1960. Then Conrail came here in 1976. And finally, in 1984, Steamtown USA, our predecessor, and the organization that collected all of these engines and pieces that you see, came down from Bellows Falls, Vermont. And finally, in 1986, Steamtown National Historic Site was formed, and we're celebrating our 40th anniversary this year. Now you see a lot of pieces of equipment in the yard to the south. A lot of those pieces are slated for restoration.
Yeah. Maybe because they look pretty modern.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
That train went to the city. Got all packed up.
What? Was it already time for the next ride? Mm-hmm.
A little bit of history about the cars and the engine that is pulling us today. Baldwin Locomotive Works number 26 is currently the only operational steam engine here at the park. We are working on a second and a third engine to follow this engine. Number 26 was built in March of 1929, so it is 97 years young this year. On the south side, you can see we passed the Union Pacific 4012, or Big Boy. That is the largest engine in the world ever built. We just got 4014, the engine sibling, that has come back to Steamtown, or to visit Steamtown for the first time back in June. That was the first time in 60 plus years that those two engines were united in the same place at the same time. A little bit of history in the making. The fun fact I always like to tell everybody about those engines They're 133 feet long, which is longer than the Wright brothers' first flight. The car that we're riding in today is 101 years old. It was built in 1925. And this car is still very much in service, obviously, and it's doing pretty well. The Central Railroad of New Jersey that owned these cars had them manufactured pretty well, and so they're still hanging on all these years later. Now, most of these cars could only be found in New Jersey for a time. In the 1970s, after the CNJ got rid of them, most of the cars were in such good shape that a lot of tourist museums, historic outfits around the country and even elsewhere in the world decided to use them for their purposes. And now you can find them as far north as Canada, as far west as California, and as far south as Mexico. It's good for cars that were built to handle New Jersey service. Coming up on the the south side of the cars, you'll be able to see these concrete rings. They are historic here in the Steamtown area. The concrete rings were built starting in 1944 to handle diesel fuel. So as the Lackawanna Railroad was getting ready to get rid of all of its steam locomotives around 1953, they needed a place to store diesel fuel. So what they did is they built these very large concrete rings and put large diesel storage tanks inside of them. Now, if the tanks ever leaked, instead of going into the ground, the diesel could get recollected in these concrete rings. In 1986, the National Park Service came in, and we found that those diesel storage tanks were not doing so well. So to clean up the mess and some of the leaking old diesel fuel, we scrapped those tanks, but left the concrete rings as a reminder of that transition era. Now, the tower that's standing in between those concrete rings is a little bit different. We're going to go past it on our way back to the roundhouse. But the sand tower was used to help steam engines, diesels, have traction. So it's still filled with sand to this day. If you ever have slippery conditions, whether it's from rain, sleet, snow, or ice, you put a little bit of sand in front of your wheels, and usually your engine will be able to grip the tracks again and get your train moving. So all trains, even modern ones today, still use sand.
Don't be secure about trains. Put trains before war first. Put trains before war.
During its heyday, the city of Scranton had a population of about 144,000 people. We're about half that these days, close to 80,000 or so. And at that same time, right around 1930, there were 6 different railroads that came in to serve this area. Now we're really down to 2. 3 if you count Steamtown, but we really just run minor trains occasionally during the weekends. There is an active freight company. Some of their freight trains are over here. They're called the Delaware-Lackawanna. Not really a successor to the Lackawanna Railroad, but the owner of that line named the freight company to honor the Delaware and Hudson Railroad and the Delaware-Lackawanna and Western Railroad, forming the Delaware-Lackawanna. The second railroad that's currently serving this area is Norfolk Southern, and they serve on the other side of the bridge. Coming up on the south side of the cars, you'll be able to see one of the historic buildings here in the Steamtown yard. This is the Bridge 60 switching tower. This tower was built in 1950 to serve all the switching in this yard. If you wanted to flip a switch, there used to be a system that allowed you to just pull one single lever inside the top, or it would actually control any of the switches inside this yard. Now those days are long over. Unfortunately, when the Erie Lackawanna pulled up or stopped serving this area, and he took all of those expensive machines with him.
Ooh, we have a freight train go by, y'all.
Nowadays, that tower is serving as a dispatch tower, so there are people at the very top, and they'll actually help the trains make sure that they're staying out of the way of each other from here in Pennsylvania all the way up to New York. Now, you don't get to really see it today, especially in this car, unfortunately, but Bridge 60 is right behind us, a little bit further west. Now, Bridge 60 was built in 1906 to cross 3 different obstacles, 2 railroads and a river. The 2 railroads were the Central Railroad of New Jersey, the Centennial Hudson Railroad, and then the river was the Lackawanna River that still flows through Scranton today.
这个横的这个跟这个一样的，它是一些变轨道。
Back up in order to get us on the track, lined up, and it tracks the journey, I think. I think this is the start of it. you. Yep.